Hey, this is Joanna here, Tech Scene, Scenester TV at Launch Conference 2014 here in San Francisco, which brings out all of the best startups from all around the world. So we're going to go inside and show you a little bit of what the best startups are, what inspired them to start their startup, what inspired them as entrepreneurs, and last but not least, what brought them all the way here to San Francisco for Launch 2014. So let's hear all about this. What is the name of your company and what do you do?
Hi there, so we're here with Virtuix and we're showing our Omni platform. This is one of the first virtual reality platforms that allows you to walk and run in your favorite video game or PC application.
So Wrapped FM is the name of our company, American Idol online for artists, but for now, we're chat roulette for rap battles.
Our company's 3 Pound and we're developing an app that's a gym for your brain. You exercise your body, why not exercise your mind?
We reduce the time it takes owners and managers to do bar inventory from what typically takes between 6 and 24 hours on paper and pen to about 15 minutes just using a few taps and swipes on your iPhone, iPod, or iPad.
So Recognized is a celebrity and entertainment digital magazine. This is going to be on mobile, making the everyday person a journalist.
So Nightscope is a company that's using predictive analytics, social engagement, and robotics to predict and prevent crime.
Sure. So we're a visual project management app for creative or visual people. Unlike Basecamp or Microsoft Project, we actually tackle the problem of managing people and collaborating with people in a more visual and sexy way.
So we do skin advice in any device 24/7 from licensed dermatologists.
Pulse is a real-time audience engagement feedback system. The presenters get a real-time instantaneous feedback so they can literally read the crowd and also get analytics afterwards to see how the event went.
Swell is like Pandora for podcasts. It's content from NPR, ABC, TED Talks, the best content at your fingertips.
Polly is essentially a robotic device that allows you to interact with your pet while you're away from home.
Company name is CrowdPlad. It's a crowdsourcing platform for application development.
Dapper is the simple shopping for the savvy man, so it makes it completely straightforward for the regular guy to get in, get styled, and get on with his life.
So the Air Screen is a device that creates a fog screen that you can use to display any type of image on it.
And of course, you could watch Scenester TV on here as well. Yes, exactly. Latest videos.
So my company is Bedloo, and we're a two-choice voting app that allows users to ask questions using photos, videos, and music.
Yeah, so the Take lets you identify and find products in movies. So when you're watching a film and you see that dress or that watch that you want, and you don't know who made it or where you can find it, we let you do that with our mobile app and our website, thetake.com.
Instamore, which means instant love, and we're a video dating platform that allows people to communicate via video, instant chat, or phone calls, all without giving out your personal information.
Our company is called 4Axis, 4AXYZ, known as 3D printing in real wood.
Something like this.
Something like this.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Cloudless takes your favorite cloud storage services like Dropbox and we put them in other applications where it should be but currently is not.
Chargeify, and we help you manage your recurring revenue business. We do everything you might want us to do, and your life is lovely.
And what prompted you to start Bedloo?
Or came to the CEO in a dream that he had when he was trying to make a decision about the title of a documentary that he was making, and he was stuck between two titles. And so an intern in the dream said, just throw it up on Bedloo, and it actually spelled out the word Bedloo for him in the dream. And so he woke up and he figured it out, and we've been building it ever since.
So what motivated you to start Swell?
Being bored driving, wanting to listen to something really compelling. If you want to listen to music, there's apps out there, but for spoken word, there isn't an app like Swell that brings you that content in a delightful, easy interface.
Frustration. 15 years of dating on other dating apps and sites, and they just don't work because of a picture and a text profile. With us, you get video, and it's more fun.
The events that took place at Sandy Hook and the Boston bombings are actually what prompted me to start Nightscope. We wanted to do something to use the best that Silicon Valley has to offer in technology, robotics, and autonomous technology to help predict and prevent crime.
I've always been interested in technology and the brain, and it's a great frontier.
The application development takes long cycle times and huge costs associated with it. I started the company to cut down the development cycles and cost.
Kirill had the idea for Meeting Pulse coming from an education perspective. You'll hear speakers say things like, show of hands, how many people, blah, blah, blah. And so we've kind of rectified that and created a solution that bridges the audience to the speaker in a very non-distracting, easy way.
I live in LA, live in West Hollywood, working on another project, and I saw a celebrity come in, and I'm from the East Coast, and I wanted to share that photo with my friends, but also wanted to share it with other people that I don't know. And so the idea came from that, and just exposing the photo to everybody who's interested in that celebrity.
So 2 years ago, I was actually interning at a PR firm and an advertising agency, and we were constantly searching for visual project management, and we couldn't find anything. So what we ended up doing was actually covering our entire walls with paper and collaborating that way. And so I set out, built a prototype, raised some funding.
That's actually an interesting one. Last company I was part of, I co-founded EngineYard.com. We built our own software to bill our customers every month. It got really complicated to do over the years. We tried one of the high-end competitors in this space, thought it was too complex and heavy, had to sign an NDA to look at API docs, stuff like that. When EngineYard outgrew me, I looked for the next thing to do, looked in this space, and found Chargify and joined them. That was 2009.
So there's a big problem in virtual reality and video gaming with locomotion. How do you walk in place without actually walking around your living room? And this is how you're going to be able to accomplish that, again, in any PC game or application.
There's a big problem out there. People have a lot of skin diseases, and it's very difficult to get an appointment with a dermatologist.
You know, I moved to San Francisco in the middle of the summer, and I realized that I needed a jacket because, you know, the evenings in San Francisco are freezing. I went store to store to store trying to find the right jacket for that occasion. I just couldn't find it. You know, I just wanted somebody to come in, give me a short list of items that I knew looked great, let me decide if I like it, if I don't like it, and just kind of buy it right there. So that's what we've built in the app.
So I'm a very heavy Gmail user, and Gmail has great integration with Google Drive, but I use Dropbox, and they didn't support Dropbox. So Gmail was one of the first applications that we supported, and we put Dropbox right in there, and the functionality is basically just as if it was native, built by Google.
So Poly was formed actually in Startup Weekend. We won second place there, which prompted us to go to a global startup battle where we came in first place, and that's why we're here.
So I was actually trying to meet up with some girls that were managing and bartending, and they said they couldn't meet up until 7 a.m. because they were stuck doing bar inventory, and I thought there had to be a better way.
Honestly, I was watching Kanye West perform at the VMAs once, and he was wearing this insane red suit, and I couldn't figure out who made it. Thank God I didn't, but that was the pain point. I was just like, why can't I figure out what this is? So that was it.
Because you wanted to wear that.
I kind of wanted to wear that red suit. Thank God I didn't, honestly.
And what prompted you to start Wrapped FM?
I wanted to become a rapper.
Well, that's easy enough. What prompted you to become an entrepreneur?
I wanted to become a rapper.
And they came together in Wrapped FM. That's beautiful. The turning point at which you became an entrepreneur.
I've been an entrepreneur pretty much my whole life. I love creating things and making new things happen out of nothing. And working for big companies has never been really great because they don't appreciate the work you do. But when you put work into a startup, you get appreciated by the people around you and, you know, the progress that you make.
Entrepreneur to me, I think Alexis Ohanian says this, is it just means has ideas and does them, right? It's all about the execution.
We wanted to do something that was going to positively affect people. We didn't just want to work on the next gaming app or maybe social app. We wanted to do something that was going to have a positive impact on every single community across America.
I love disrupting the status quo. I think that when companies, sit back and stop innovating, startups need to come in and, basically disrupt the industry.
I wanted to use my experience to change the world, to build applications better, faster, and cheaper.
I like solving problems which are out there and also doing something good for the world.
That's an easy one. That was like, as a child, I wanted to work for myself. And that's basically it.
You know, I've just been wanting to build great products that people care about and that people know and love.
To have impact, to create a product that millions use is having real impact.
Just passion. I really love working with things, especially robots, and that's what it's all about, the passion.
We are a family of business people. I am the 7th generation. My son, who's with me in the business, is the 8th generation.
I've kind of been an entrepreneur from the beginning because I first and foremost started off as a musician, and I think like musicians in general are just kind of naturally entrepreneurial folks because they're always trying to book gigs and things like that.
I've always had the intuition to create my own, whatever it may be, of a product, a company, something that I could create from the ground up and just build.
Startups are notoriously hard. So at your lowest point, what gets you through to keep going, keep motivated? What gets you through that hurdle?
So you are so right. Building a startup sucks. It is the hardest thing you will ever do, and everyone should really know that. It's really not for everyone. That's why there's such a few amount of people that actually do it. I think there's definitely a movement, to jump on this bandwagon, like, oh, I want to be the next Zuckerberg or the next Snapchat. those are anomalies, and it's really, really great for them. The reason they're successful is because they've executed, and it's really something that's hard to do, for sure.
So the two qualities that make entrepreneurship tick are, one, being intelligent, being adaptive, listen to the market, and the second is to be resilient. Never be down, never come back, try again. Find a way to succeed.
So startups are very hard. So when you're at your lowest point, what do you do to keep going and keep motivated?
I just start rapping and just seriously, I rap a lot, but to keep me motivated, I just look at our bank account and how low it is, and how necessary that next round of funding is, and that keeps me motivated.
As an entrepreneur, who inspires you?
The most that I get inspired are by the people who protect our country, our military, and also our law enforcement and security professionals. I'm most inspired by people who are willing to put their lives on the line in order to protect our own lives and property, but also the thoughts and beliefs of everybody around the country.
Who inspires you as an entrepreneur?
Jason Calacanis is This Week in Startups. I find the interviews that he has, the people that he brings on his show, are very interesting and they're very informative to a young entrepreneur like myself who's doing a first-time startup, and I can learn a lot from that.
I've always looked up to Bill Gates growing up, and have always found that technology is a great way to create change in society, and it's a great way to improve people's lives, and that's what I hope to do with this app.
One of our lead investors, Brian S. Cohen, the chairman of New York Angels, he's the kind of person I aspire to be, very successful, yet very humble and down to earth.
I wish that was a present continuous statement. Steve Jobs is somebody I hugely admire. Unfortunately, he's not around to show us more of what he was capable of.
Why Steve Jobs?
He blended product, genuine technology, and design all in one, and that's really how we've always seen ourselves as. So he did something that we couldn't do as well. I hope we can meet some of his expectations or anticipated expectations.
I'd probably have to go with Aaron Levie right now. He has a big personality, really funny, magician guy. His fro is awesome, and he started Box right out of college. It's a huge, tough problem to solve, especially in enterprise, and he had the guts to go out and do it.
And where are you from, and what brought you out to Launch Conference?
We are based out of Vancouver in Canada, and this is the first time we've exposed our product and process to the general public. So we were looking for funding for our new machine, and that's why we're here.
I'm from the other coast, Philadelphia, and that's why we came here actually, because we wanted to try the West Coast and see, what people thought of our app and try to spread the word on the West Coast as well. And Launch Festival seemed like a great forum for that.
So I'm originally from Denver, but I lived in LA for the past few years, and I came to Launch Conference because I've been listening to Jason Calacanis' podcast for forever. Matter of fact, I think that's honestly why I know how to do any of this, is because I've listened. I definitely didn't go to school for it. I've listened to probably 300 episodes of how to do it.
So where are you from, and what brought you to Launch Conference?
Well, I'm originally from the former Soviet Union, but I live in Berkeley, California now, and what brought me to Launch Conference is the fact that we're actually presenting on stage.
Grew up outside of Atlanta, moved out here, now been in the Bay for about 10 years, and Launch Conference I think is a great place to get out there, meet some wonderful people, and hopefully get some early evangelists to push you forward.
Right now I live across the bay in Berkeley. That's where I went to college, and we were actually on stage at Launch last year as one of the launching companies, so coming back this year to check out all the cool stuff and just keep in touch with the startup community.
So we're from New York, the Big Apple. I actually go to college there, in the process of taking a leave to work on this full-time. .co, one of the amazing domain companies, brought us out here.
We're from San Diego, California, and we scored a scholarship to get into the demo pit here.
Toronto. What brought us to Launch is Google, essentially. We won first place in Global Startup Battle.
What brings me to Launch? It's an awesome group of entrepreneurs, startups, and it's been a lot of fun here, meeting like-minded people and engaging.
Well, we're actually from here in San Francisco, and we saw that Launch Conference was going to be here, and so we, applied for it, and they actually invited us here. So
that easy.
It was just that easy. I mean, they were pretty impressed with our product, so we were just like, hey, let's come by and see what we can get out of this. So.
Well, I'm from Sacramento, California, which is 90 miles away. What brought us here was the organizers saying that we ought to be here. It's a really cool conference, and that we would meet cool people like you, and that we ought to, come here and hang out.
So we're based in Houston, Texas, and we're here at launch to show our product to the Silicon Valley and San Francisco community.
Came from LA. I was at Launch Conference last year, had the idea that we're doing now, Recognize, and I actually met one of my co-founders here at Launch last year. And so this year we came here to demo our product for the first time, and we're going into beta now. So you can check out recognize.com.
Yeah, so we're based out of New York, but I'm actually from Oklahoma originally. But we came out here just to really be a part of something awesome. Jason's built something really, really cool, and it's a great way for us to debut. We want everyone to go to thetake.com. So getting on stage and cranking out that message was a no-brainer.
Originally from Dallas, Texas, but our company is in Sunnyvale, California, and we are here at launch because it is the place to be for startup companies.
And question is, how did you get K5 to come here? I mean, he cannot be easy to transport, I'm guessing.
He loves to travel, actually. He enjoys it, likes being around people, is incredibly friendly, incredibly engaging. But we brought him here in his own little transport, and he's had a fantastic time while we're here.
So we're from Gainesville, Florida, and we're here because we're actually we just finished up batch 7 at 500 startups in downtown Mountain View. So we came up, and we've been to launch a few times before and love it, and now we're here showing off Bartender.
Were you guys part of the really funny video at the end of the year or something? Yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, we were in that.
What was your role in it? Can you show me?
Late night hustling, working in the bathroom. So we had our team cranking out in the bathroom. And we were at the bar. It made sense for us to be at the bar because we were there for work, obviously.
Some late nights working in the bathroom.
Did you ever actually crank out code in the bathroom?
We've done a lot of things.
I've done a lot of stuff in the bathroom.
Yeah.
All right, let's just leave that unanswered. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much. If you could have one dream come true from Launch Conference, what would it be?
Well, we are launching a developer platform soon, and there's a lot of developers here and a lot of companies that could possibly use it. So I'll stay conservative and say getting 50% of the companies here to use our API.
So you guys are up for the big prize, but let's prize aside, whether you win or lose. Tell me, in your dream situation, what would you walk away with from this conference if you could have anything? What is your dream situation?
I think if I could have anything, it would be for Elon Musk to propose to me to be a sister wife. That's
Wrap the Femme reppin', T-Berg ET. Thank you for watching Launch Conference. This is Scenester TV.